Today, we conclude the birthday month celebrations since my birthday is tomorrow. Yay! And today, I'm going to be talking about my favorite action film ever, Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol. So before Dead Reckoning came out, I ranked the 6 Mission Impossible movies, and Ghost Protocol came in at number 2. It had always been my favorite, but I think I was swayed by having just seen Fallout. I also recently made a video comparing Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning to Person of Interest, the TV show. Both movie and TV shows centered around rogue AI. One was diabolical, the other had heart. An AI with a heart of gold, if you will. Although I love all of the Mission Impossible movies, there is a reason why Ghost Protocol is my favorite. It's along the same vein as the Citizen Kane, Lord of the Rings comparison I made in another video. Sometimes films remain the best because of their innovations. With Citizen Kane, it was the cinematography and groundbreaking filmmaking. With Lord of the Rings, it was the special effects and the storytelling that managed to tell a sweeping, epic story that to this day touches its fans' hearts.
To this day!
For Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol, it is the best because it is the movie that changed the Mission Impossible format. The first 3 Mission Impossibles were all different from each other. One can even say the second one was dumbed down in response to a critique that the first one was too complicated, which I will never understand. I was a child when I first saw it and followed it just fine. Ethan Hunt's entire team was killed. Ethan was framed for it. Ethan had to steal a secret list of all secret agents in order to find out who framed him. Simple. The third Mission Impossible I can never remember. It's very forgettable for me. Yes, even with the late, great Philip Seymour Hoffman, it was forgettable for me. Ghost Protocol came along and the movie introduces a problem. In order for Ethan to solve it, he must go rogue, gather up a team of willing agents to go rogue with him. Hijinks ensue.
Okay, now this is a slight wrinkle, but nothing to worry about. We're just going to have to go into the server room from the outside. This would be a cinch if I could call Yusuf back at headquarters, but Yusuf doesn't exist anymore, and neither do we. I could hack it, but it would take too long.
Then hardwire in.
I'm telling you, we can get to it from outside.
We?
I'm on the computer.
With every step of the mission, the stakes are raised.
When the meter is blue, that's full adhesion. Easy way to remember, blue is glue.
And when it's red?
Dead.
If you look at every Mission Impossible after Ghost Protocol, they all follow this same format. Not a one of those missions was sanctioned. And not one of their plans went right. They all went astray in the most inconvenient of ways, and their lives were always on the line, as well as world-ending consequences. Well, maybe the world-ending consequences came with just the last 2 Mission Impossibles.
You made the right choice. This key has gotta change the world.
But World War III was always at risk with the other movies. Also, as each stake was raised, Tom Cruise's stunts got crazier and crazier.
Yeah, what the hell is that?
It's a sandstorm.
Even if I could get the parachute open, I don't know if I can make it across the valley and intercept and land safely on a moving train.
And let's not forget the time he broke his ankle and kept running. I watched that scene on the big screen and you can literally see his ankle break. Gross. After a while, his rogue team crystallized into Ving Rhames and Simon Pegg. Ving Rhames going rogue with him since the first Mission Impossible, and Simon going rogue since, I think, Mission Impossible 3? You know, the one I can never remember. Every Mission Impossible featured a different woman until Mission Impossible 5. After that, it was always Rebecca Ferguson, who left the franchise after 7 because she wanted to do other projects. Because Mission Impossible took forever to shoot because they did not have scripts. When I found that out, my head exploded. You know what's the first thing you need in order to make a movie? A script. You need a script to cast, scout locations, make props, plan the wardrobe. Is it over one day or several days? Because either you need several outfits or several versions of the same outfit. You have to have scripts to plan stunts and special effects shots, especially explosions. You can't just show up on set one day and say, today we gonna blow shit up. Like, how do you make a movie as big as Mission Impossible without a script? I guess it helps that the plot is usually very simple. Bad guy must be stopped. Only Ethan can stop him. In order to do so, Ethan must chase a MacGuffin, which he invariably gets then loses, but stops the bad guy anyway. As a reminder, a MacGuffin is an object, device, or event that is necessary to the plot and the motivations of the characters, but insignificant, unimportant, or irrelevant in itself. You know, knock lists, launch codes, chimera, a key.
Finding the completed key is only the beginning.
The fate of the world depends on finding whatever it unlocks.
They spend the entire movie chasing this MacGuffin, and in the climax, the chase is rendered useless. In Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning, they spent the entire movie chasing down the key. So Final Reckoning is all about them chasing down the location that holds the object that the key opens. Ghost Protocol laid out this new format, and each film after it improved upon it. But no matter how many times I watch Ghost Protocol, it has me sitting on the edge of my seat. And that's why it's the best action movie ever. So, do you think Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol is the best action movie ever? Which is your favorite Mission Impossible movie? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoy my videos, please support my channel by subscribing, joining my membership, or donating through Ko-fi, Cash App, or Super Thanks. Or you can purchase merch related to my fantasy novel, or just buy my fantasy novel, The Fairy Princess. And let's continue the conversation in the Fairy Princess Facebook group. All links in the description. Thanks.